Mazuma TV back in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. We in the building as always, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. On my way to go get it as always, man. I hope y'all doing the same. On the road to 2K. We about to crack that 1,400 mark, man. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob for making this possible. All right, y'all. We just gonna continuously talk about the Devin Haney and Regis Prograis fight for the rest of the week. You know what I mean? I think it's we in the first 48, man. I think in 2 days. Yeah, today Thursday. We got 2 days until these guys put it all on the line. WBC 140-pound title. Bro, the build-up, the promotion has been spectacular, man. I love the fact that Regis Prograis is making his own little vlogs and shit, giving you the insight of his camp and exactly how he's going about things. I love that Devin Haney has real Devin Haney TV, and he's giving you an insight on his camp as well. You know what I'm saying? And Matchroom, The Zone, they're constantly posting, man, and it's generating a lot of views. You know what I'm saying? And from what I heard, the tickets are looking, they selling out as well, man. So, bro, I love to see this, man. Anything that pushes the boxing culture forward is something that I am an advocate for. So I'm real happy that these guys are doing what they need to do to sell this fight. But I read a boxing article, you know what I'm saying, Boxing News 24, and they were talking about Regis Prograis maybe possibly too old for somebody like Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Now, according to BoxRec and what I've seen from Regis Prograis, he's 35 years old. Now, I had no idea this man was in his mid-30s. You know what I'm saying? Mid-30s. In all honesty, being that he's not new to the sport because he's been around for a couple years already. I've been hearing about him back when he had the WBC silver and things like that. And then when he eventually got the title, I've known about him for like a good 6, maybe 7 years already. So I'm not necessarily like new. Regis is not a new fighter to me. You know what I'm saying? However, I did not think that he was that old. You know what I'm saying? I thought he would have been at least 32, 31. But nonetheless, he's 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people they're pretty much making excuses for the man already. And it's making me scratch my head exactly as to why this is even being brought up. Because as far as I've seen for Regis Prograis, he didn't have the best performance against his last opponent. I just think it was a bad style matchup. That Zorilla dude, he's just an awkward dude. And I think in all honesty, he's one of them type fighters that'll make a lot of people look bad, regardless of whether he may win or lose or the person may be skilled, not as skilled. He's gonna make people look bad. There's just certain fighters that they just make ugly fights. You know what I'm saying? However, Regis didn't necessarily show me anything that let me know that he looked old. You know what I'm saying? He didn't show me that he was on any type of decline or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And I felt this is similar to the Demetrius Andrade to Benavidez situation. Demetrius Andrade, I believe, is 35 years old as well. And a lot of people were using that as an excuse as to why he lost to David Benavidez. And in all honesty, he didn't lose to David Benavidez because of his age. You know what I'm saying? It was just that David Benavidez is just a bigger, stronger dude, and he used that to his advantage until he got the stoppage in the 6th round. So I don't know necessarily why this approach is even being taken, because for one, like I said, Regis Prograis has not shown any type of decline or anything like that. And this is another thing people don't take into consideration, I guess, if they don't know anything about Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis started boxing when he was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? He started taking boxing serious. He stepped into a gym when he was 17 years old. So that means that he's been boxing 18 years. That may sound like a long time, but this is the thing. Because he started boxing so late in his career, he doesn't have the wear and tear of somebody who's been boxing since he was 8 years old, 9 years old, 6 years old, 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is his body, for the most part, is preserved. You know what I mean? He doesn't have the wear and tear of a guy who has been boxing since they were young. So his body is fresher, in comparison to a lot of dudes who are 35 and is currently in boxing. So that's another reason why I'm not really understanding that. He started boxing late. You know what I mean? Body is, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is his body is like not as damaged as somebody who's been in the game since they were babies. You know what I mean? Another thing, looking at Regis' Prograis career, has he necessarily taken a lot of punishment? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how his training camps go. I don't know how his sparring sessions go. Never heard nothing about anybody beating up on Regis Prograis or him getting stopped in sparring or accumulating a lot of damage. I don't even hear much about him being injured all like that, if we being honest. So with that being said, it's like he hasn't taken much damage in his career. I never really seen him take any type of punishment. The most punishment I seen him take was the Josh Taylor fight. You know what I mean? Besides that, he seems like he steamrolls all his guys. And you know, when you're not taking damage in the ring, you last longer. You know what I'm saying? Floyd said that. The less you get hit, the longer you last. Regis hasn't really accumulated much punishment throughout his career. You know what I'm saying? So considering the fact that he started boxing late, so his body is preserved better than the average 35-year-old boxer, the fact that he hasn't taken much punishment in his career, like, how can you necessarily use that against him? And he hasn't shown any decline in his recent bouts. So with that being considered, it's like, all right, we understand this man is in his mid-30s. We understand that he's an older athlete in comparison to a lot of boxers that's in their prime right now. However, that does not mean that that's going to play a factor into this fight. Terrence Crawford was 35 years old when 36 when he fought Errol Spence. And he had the best performance of his career. Floyd Mayweather was dominating at 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we really got to take these things into consideration before we speak on things. You know what I mean? There's people who reach their peak when they're in their 30s. I thought Mike Tyson had a short prime. You know what I'm saying? When he was 35, he was completely done. There's fighters like look, I'm sorry to say, but like guys like Jarrett Hurd, I don't believe he's 35. He's a shot fighter. He's completely done. Guys like Glenn Tapia, they peak out early. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly believe that Regis is not one of them. I think that shouldn't be an excuse. Whether if he loses to Devin Haney, I don't think that should be an excuse at all. I think that either one of these guys should get their full props for whoever wins this fight, man. No excuses allowed. You know what I mean? We just gotta let these guys have this fight and give them their credit, whether they win. And if they put on a good performance and come up short, they deserve credit as well, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Do you think Regis Prograis' age is going to play a factor in this fight? This man is 35 years old. Do you believe he's on the decline? If you do, let me know why, because I honestly don't see it, man. This is Mazuma TV. Thank you for tuning in. I'm out of here, man. Peace.